Let's lay down on our back as always. Legs extended in front of the body, toes falling open to the sides, hands by the sides of the body with the palms turned up. And let's take a moment to breathe here. Feels nice now. It was super cold in the morning, but now it's perfect temperature to lay down. And just focus on the breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing the belly to expand with every inhale. Hey John. And the navel falls towards the spine with every exhale. And as we focus on the breath, we begin to quiet the mind. Hey Gabi, any thoughts that come up, we let them go. We place any worries or concerns, any uncertainty about the future outside of this room, and then lock the door so they cannot come back in. Make space for yourself, for your yoga practice today. Let's bring the feet together, raise the arms above our head, interlace the fingers, and give yourself a nice stretch. Exhale, release, bend the knees, roll to the right side on your mat, and using your hands, gently prop yourself up into a seated position. Legs are crossed, spine straight, hands on the knees or Chimudra. Close your eyes and let's continue breathing here. Natural diaphragmatic breaths. No need to control the inhale and exhale. Let's take a moment to observe how the breath is flowing today and how the body is feeling today. And let's begin to gently deepen the breath, feeling in the stomach with air. The lungs allow the ribcage to expand, the throat. And exhale slowly and with control from stomach, lungs, and throat. Keep breathing deeply. And if you are comfortable with Ujjayi breath, constraining at the back of the throat, you can do that. Otherwise, just focus on regular full yogic breaths. get ready for 3 rounds of Kapha-pacifying. Breathe naturally into the stomach first. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and begin.
That means the onions are growing.
The what?
The bomb.
What? Okay, keep going. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply with control. Take an easy breath in and hold the breath. And slowly and with control, exhale, squeezing all the air out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and begin. Exhale, inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Take an easy breath in and hold the breath. As you continue to hold, make sure your spine is straight and the shoulders relaxed. And slowly and with control, exhale. Last round, inhale and exhale. Inhale and begin. Exhale, inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Take an easy breath in and hold the breath. Last retention. Keep the spine straight, relax the body, the legs, the shoulders, relax the jaw. And slowly and with control, exhale all the air out. Continue breathing naturally. If your eyes were closed, open your eyes, raise the arms up above your head, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and push the ceiling away. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears, and breathe. And release, interlace the hands in front of your body, turn the palms out, push away, curl the back, separating the shoulder blades. Release, interlace the hands behind your body, spine straight, chest open, straighten the elbows, lift as much as we can. Make sure that you can breathe. And release. Raise the right arm up. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, extending to the left side. Finding length in the right side of the body. Make sure your chest is open. Make sure that you can breathe. Keep the right arm actively pulling away. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Inhale, the left arm up. Elongate. As we exhale, extending to the right. Make sure both sit bones are on the mat. The left sit bone may want to fly a little bit. Bring it down, even if that means you have to go up. Sit bones on the mat. Left arm pulling away, finding length on the left side of the body. And inhale, coming up. Let's get on all fours for a couple rounds of cat and cow. As always, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Separate the fingers from hands. Gently press on the hands. Gently lift the navel towards the spine to find a neutral back. And take a couple breaths here. On the inhale, let's project the heart forward, bringing the shoulder blades to meet behind your back. Look up, cow. On the exhale, lift the navel towards the spine, curl the back, separate the shoulder blades, cat. Inhale. Exhale, slow mindful movements alongside the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more, following your breath. And once you're finished, come back to central, come back to a neutral position. Curl the toes, and on the inhale, let's lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Sink the chest between the shoulders and begin to lower the heels towards the mat if we can. We can also start to bicycle the legs, bending one knee first and the other. Maybe sway the hips from side to side and see how that feels. So we start to wake up the lower part of the body. And looking at your hands, walk towards them. Let's inhale and straighten the spine. Maybe bring the hands on the legs, open the collarbone, open the chest, and look in front of you. And exhale, we will fold. If you need to, bend the knees and bring the belly to the thighs, and then the hands to the mat. And keeping the belly close to the thighs. Maybe see if you can straighten the knees just a little bit to find your stretch. If the belly and the thighs separate, you went too far. You want to keep them in touch with each other at all times. And find what does your stretch look like. This may be different for everybody, and it's okay. It's not about what we look like. It's about what we are feeling inside. And what is it doing for us? Let's release the hands and roll slowly all the way up, one vertebra at a time. The head comes last. And we stand at the top of the mat for the sun salutation. Feet are either together or parallel to each other underneath the hips. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Tuck the tailbone in, the ribcage in. And take a moment here to connect to your breath. On the next inhale, let's bring the arms up and arch slightly. Exhale, fold all the way, hands on the mat next to the feet. Inhale, right foot back, knee on the mat, look in front of you. Hold the breath, step back, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or forehead down. Inhale, slide forward, open the heart cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot front between the hands. Smile. Exhale, left foot front, fold here. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Hold the breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Fold. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer. One more round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Hold, plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment to breathe. And On your next inhale, let's raise the arms up again and arch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right. Step back, plank, stay here. Adjust your plank, push through the hands, lift from the core, lift from the back of the knees, push through the heels. And we'll take a side plank. Your feet can be either hip width apart or next to each other, your choice. If the feet are hip width apart, we will roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and bring both feet on the mat. Then lift the left arm up. If this is easy for you, your feet can be together, and as you roll to the side, you will stack the feet one on top of the other. Keep lifting from the hips so we don't collapse onto the right arm. And if this is too much, you can always bring the left foot in front of you on the mat. And come back to center. Let's take a couple breaths. Strong in that plank. And go to the left side. So whichever variation you did with the feet on the right, let's try the same one. And let's come back to center with control. Knees, chest and chin or forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up on the inhale, all the way, as much as we can. And on the exhale, let's bring the right knee to the outside of the right arm. Inhale, extend back up. Exhale, right knee to the right armpit. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, right knee to chest. And now let's take the right foot underneath the body, opening to the left side of your mat. And lift the left arm up. Strong. Breathe. Left hand on the mat. Let's step back into plank. Knees, chest, and chin or forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up as much as we can. Exhale, left knee to the outside of the left arm. Inhale back. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Inhale back. Exhale, left knee to chest. Cross it under the body to the right side of the mat. Open the right arm. Open the heart to the ceiling. Right hand on the mat. Step back, plank. Knees, chest, chin or forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot between the hands. Let's take one step forward with the left foot and come all the way up for Trikonasana triangle. Front toes facing the front edge of the mat and the back toes open to the side. Arms shoulder height. Inhale here. As we exhale, reach forward as much as we can. And down. Right hand on the leg or the foot or the mat. Stack the hips, gently push them forward, open the heart. And maybe look up at your left hand if it doesn't bother the neck. Keep the neck in the same line as the spine, so the head doesn't drop. Neck in line with the spine, crown of the head still pulling forward. Inhale with control, coming up. Hands to hips. Turn the left toes to the front corner of the mat. Square the hips. Lift the left arm up. Inhale, elongate. And as we exhale, fold forward. Bring the left hand to the right leg or to the outside of the right foot on the mat. And let's take revolved triangle. Twist to the right and lift the right arm up to the ceiling. If the left hand doesn't reach the mat, it's okay, keep it on your leg. Both hands down on the mat. Step back into plank. Nice, everybody. Knees, chest and chin or forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left foot between the hands. Maybe one step forward with the right foot. Come up to prepare for Trikonasana triangle. Arms extended, shoulder height. Inhale here. As we exhale, reach forward as much as we can and down. Left hand on the foot or the leg or the mat. Stack the hips, open the heart. And if possible, look up at your right hand or just straight ahead of you if it bothers your neck. Neck in line with the spine. Inhale, coming up with control, hands to hips. Turn the right toes to the front corner of the mat. Square the hips. Right hand up. As we exhale, fold forward. Pull back through the left hip. Right hand on the left leg or on the mat next to the left foot. Your choice. Straighten the spine here. Twist to the left. And look up at the left hand if it doesn't bother our neck. Breathe and balance. Keep pulling back through the left hip and forward through the crown of the head. Both hands come down on the mat. Let's step back into plank. Knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale the right foot between the hands. Open the left toes to the side. All the way up. Warrior two. Arms shoulder height. Extending through the fingertips. Front knee above the front ankle or a little behind. Let's make sure that front knee doesn't go past the ankle. Relax the shoulders. Look at the front hand. And keep pulling back through the back leg, externally rotating that thigh. Let's bring the hands to meet behind your body. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, fold over that front leg. As if you wanted to give a nice kiss to your toes. Let's go kiss our toes. Breathe. With control, inhale, coming up. Hands on the mat. Step back, plank. Knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left foot between the hands. Open the right toes to the long side of the mat, all the way up. Warrior two. Make any necessary adjustments. Relax the shoulders. Extend through the fingertips. And breathe here. Bring the hands to meet behind your body. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Humble warrior. Keep the back leg strong at all times. Inhale, coming back up with control. Hands on the mat. Step back, plank. Knees, chest, and chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Step the left foot a little bit forward. Inhale, come up. The heels are aligned heel to heel. The left toes facing the front corner of the mat. Hips are squared. Hands behind your back in reverse prayer. If reverse prayer is too much, if the base of the palms is not meeting, you can hold your elbows or you can keep your hands in fists and just touch, whichever works for you. Once again, make sure your hips are squared. Inhale here. And as we exhale, pulling back through the right hip. Elongate forward as we fold onto the right leg as much as we can. We don't have to go very deep. Pulling back through the right hip. Pulling forward through the crown of the head. Maybe look at the right foot. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and the chest open. If your hands are in reverse prayer, make sure they are still touching. And inhale, let's come all the way up and switch the feet to face the back of the mat. Make any necessary adjustments. We will take the other side. Inhale, elongate here. As we exhale, pulling back through the left hip. Elongating through the crown of the head. Keep the chest open as you fold onto the left leg. Breathe here. Keep pulling. Inhale, slowly roll all all the way up. We will take extended hand to big toe pose, extending the leg in front of us and then to the right. So if you have a wall or anything of that sort next to you, make sure to move a little bit and so that you have space. And we will start just transferring our body weight to the left leg and bringing the right knee to the chest. With the hands you can grab the right shin and bring it to the chest, making sure your spine is straight so we're not folding forward or compensating back or to the sides. Your posture is neutral. The knee comes to the chest. If this is comfortable, you can take your index and middle finger of the right hand and grab the right toe. Then extend that leg in front of you. If the leg doesn't extend all the way and you have a belt or a scarf or something laying around at home, you can take that belt around the foot and help yourself so that you can straighten the knee. You can use anything that you have at home. So balance here. And if you're balanced, let's slowly open to the side and look over the opposite shoulder, the left shoulder. And let's, with control, come back to center and release. Don't worry if you're a little wobbly. We all have those days. Again, feel free to use a prop. Transfer the body weight to the right foot now. And let's bring the left knee to the chest. If you need to move a little bit to a nice spot where you won't hit a wall, do that now. And let's balance here first. Now if this is comfortable, index and middle finger of the left hand, grab the left toe, right hand on the waist or hips, and let's extend the leg. The leg is extended. Pay attention to your posture. It should be neutral. The left hip drops, left shoulder back into its socket. Feel free to use props, belts, scarves, anything you have at home. And if you're balanced, let's open the left leg all the way to the side. And maybe gaze over your right shoulder. And with control, come back to center and release all the way. Very nice. Let's come down to kneel. We'll take a heart opener. We will take camel pose, Ustrasana. Just a recap for heart openers. For any kind of back bends, we don't want to dump the body weight on the lower back. So the idea is not simply that we fold back. The idea is that we push the hips forward, we lift through the rib cage, and we elongate. So think of it not as a back bend, but as an extension of the front side of your body. So if I could change the word, I would never use the word back bend anymore, because when you think back bend, you are focusing on the back side of the body. What we're actually trying to do is to make ourselves long in the front of the body. Hopefully that makes sense. So we will start by just bringing the hands on the lower back or the hips, whichever works for you. And as we inhale, activate the legs and the glutes and gently push the hips forward. From here, see if you can lift through the rib cage. Try to become long. It's not so much about folding back, but about finding length in the front side of your body. Very nice. Make sure that you can breathe here. And on your next inhale, let's come up. Hopefully that makes sense and it clicks. We will take one again. You can keep the hands there if you feel comfortable that way. You can bring the hands in prayer in front of your heart if you don't need the support. It's completely your choice. So once again, activating the legs, the glutes, and gently pushing the hips forward. Let's use this resistance to lift the ribcage, becoming long. And as you become long, then the bend will come naturally. If you feel that your hands can touch the soles of your feet, you can drop them back on the soles of the feet and again push the hips forward. Your choice. If not, then stay where you are. Very nice, very beautiful opening. Good job, everybody. Don't forget to push the hips forward and to lift the heart. Shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, slowly coming up. Very, very nice. All of you that I could see were doing it very nicely. We will not counter pose yet. We will do just one more thing. Does everybody have a wall next to you? Or something that you can kind of stand against? Like this? I see some of you do. If you have a wall, I would want you to come and kneel in front of that wall and make sure, push your hips forward and make sure that your hips are touching that wall. If that makes sense. Yes, for a moment there. You can do this with a person also that stands in front of you. So push the hips there. If you don't have a wall, let's take another camel normally. And from here, as you continue to push the hips into the wall, now lift the rib cage and find the same length you were finding before. You will notice when your hips separate from the wall that perhaps you're losing control a little bit. So you want to make sure that at all times your hips are still pushing the wall as you continue to elongate back. The hands can be on the lower back, in prayer, on your heels. Very nice, Gabi. Hands on the heels, keep pushing the hips forward, touching the wall, and then lift the heart. Beautiful. Very nice, Olga. Beautiful, Chikara-san. Jean and Limark, I hope you're doing it too. Good job. And slowly we will come up and release. You can tell me later if it felt different than doing it with no wall. Now let's sit on the heels all the way. We'll take a child pose. We will release the compression from the lower back, sitting all the way on the heels, forehead on the mat. Extend the arms in front of your body. Nice. Good job. And let's take a few breaths here to recover. If you need to, with the hands, you can give your lower back a little bit of a massage. If you feel like that's something that would make you feel better. Please know that when we do a back bend, it is normal to feel a certain amount of compression. It's not normal, or you shouldn't be feeling pain or pinching or numbing in the area. Gently, let's walk the hands back to ourselves. And we'll take a spinal twist. Let's sit on the left side of the body. So from kneeling, we sit on the left side, take the right foot outside of the left knee, right hand behind your body, left one up, inhale, elongate, and exhale, twist. We can either hug the right leg and look back, or lock the elbow outside of the thigh and use that as your resistance. You can also grab your ankle, or you can bind. Your choice. If you are binding, make sure that with the left hand you pull the right hand so that you can twist a little deeper, drop the right shoulder and look behind you. Make sure your spine is straight The hips are well grounded, and you're still reaching up towards the sky through the crown of the head. Inhale back to center and release, and we'll take the opposite side. Right leg down, left foot outside of the right knee, left hand behind the body, right arm up at your own pace. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, twist into the left. We can either hug the leg or push it away, or grab the ankle or bind. If you are binding, the right hand pulls the left hand behind your back, left shoulder drops, open the heart. And release to center. We'll take an inversion of choice. So you can lay on your back and lift up into shoulder stand, or you can practice your headstand. If you want to use the assistance of a wall for your headstand, you can also do that. If you're taking shoulder stand, we lay down all the way, lift the hips, lift the back, support the back, walk the hands towards the shoulder blades, and find a straight line towards the ceiling. If you're taking the headstand, feel free to take any variation of the headstand that you prefer. Once you are in your inversion, let's focus on calming the breath. If you are in shoulder stand, you may close your eyes. Elbows in, close to each other, hands lower towards the shoulder blades a little bit, and we readjust. Very good. And let's take a few breaths here. Keep the legs actively reaching towards the ceiling. And slowly roll all the way down into your Shavasana. Bring the feet slightly overhead, release the hands, and you can roll with control one vertebra at a time. And just to release the neck, we will take a quick fish. Once you're down, hands come underneath your hips with the elbows as close together as we can. Extend the legs, pressing on the hands and forearms. Lift the chest off the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and drop the head back. Quick fish, just releasing the neck. Inhale, head up, and exhale, releasing down into your Shavasana. If you feel like you need any extra stretch anywhere in the body, feel free to give yourself a stretch. Make any necessary adjustments to make sure that you are comfortable, that your body will not be a distraction. And once you have found your Shavasana, give your body permission to fall into a deep state of relaxation. Give your mind permission to let go. Maybe this is the moment where all those thoughts that we locked outside of this room at the beginning of the class may try to come back. Keep them outside. And if any of them is able to make their way back, you don't need to engage in that conversation. You can let them come and go, always using your breath as your anchor to come back to this moment. Slowly begin to bring awareness back inside your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring the feet together, raise the arms above your head, interlace the fingers and give yourself a nice good morning stretch. And exhale, release. Bend the knees, roll to the right side on your mat, and slowly prop yourself up and come meet me in a seated position. Legs are crossed, spine straight, hands on the knees or Chin Mudra. Let's breathe here. We'll chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much.
If you enjoyed this practice, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so we can continue practicing together. Once again, thank you, and I hope to see you again.
Olgi was here.
Hi!
Are you gonna teach the class? No? But I thought you were gonna teach the class.